married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates-in-law.
Dude,
Roommates-in-law.
roommates-in-law, back in person.
In the woods.
I'm Tommy Schneeman.
Timmy Smith.
We are not roommates,
Not brother-in-laws.
but we are,
Brother-in-law.
yeah, brothers-in-law.
Brothers-in-law.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's where the
yeah.
plural goes.
But we are good pals, is
Good
what
friends,
you were
though.
supposed to say.
And we're in the woods. I'll
We're
get
in
that
the
right
woods.
one day.
Yeah, it was, it's been forever.
I know. I got a hot cup
Since
of
the
steaming.
You just drinking hot water
Honey.
right now?
Well, my voice went a little country on me right before this
You
thing.
did. You got a little raspy, but I think you sound good now. Tim came here and got sick instantly. How's that hot water and honey?
Delicious.
It's not.
Can already feel a difference.
There we go.
You can hear it.
Yeah, you sound good. You guys, it's been forever, since the Chicago days.
Just Tom. It's all the way in Tom's rearview mirror.
It's been, I think it's been, how long has it been? 9
8
days?
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember
Tom's
those
already
good
talking
old
about the
days,
days
dude.
he was coming up in Chicago,
Yeah,
and
man.
he just thinks it's great that we're still there grinding it out.
It's cool, dude. It's cool to see you stay there and try to bring the scene up with you, we need guys like you. We need the rocks.
Oh,
you
no,
know?
I'm definitely going to be that guy where you're like, you know what? I was going to move, but I'm going to bring Chicago
I figured,
to a bigger level
yeah, I can just elevate my whole team here.
because I have the power to do that.
You do.
Everyone has the power to turn their city into a rival of Los Angeles and New York.
Yeah. The industry isn't for you. It is you, dude.
That's 100% true. People are like,
Yeah.
whoa, Tim's staying?
Yeah, well, he's the industry.
Well,
So,
we're moving headquarters.
yeah. Now you're out of there in what, 3 weeks?
3 of them. We signed the lease. Did we talk about this already?
I
don't think so.
No, I think you were close.
Lease is
you were
signed.
thinking, yeah. You
Locked
were waiting
in.
for the news, but you got it.
Oh, that's right. Last time we talked, we had the call
Yes.
with the landlord.
And your zero of the week was the other guy who was like, just sign this other thing.
Oh, he keeps emailing us.
He's still trying
He
to get
goes,
you to...
he sends us an email. He goes, great news. The price has gone down, and it's $500 more expensive than when we looked at it.
So he just got that wrong?
We don't know what Ben's up to.
He's just lying again.
Everything he sent us has been a lie.
Hey, if you sign this, I'll give you a free boat. Really? No. But
Well, he was like, "Did you sign?" We're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "No, but."
yeah.
Like it wasn't even. He didn't even try to have an excuse.
He's just, you're not getting it.
Oh, sorry, no card for you, dude. Lizzie was pissed.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen Semi-Pro?
Yeah, but a dog's age ago.
It's like he gets the giant check for the halftime show if the guy hits the full court shot, and then the guy hits it, and he's just like, we're not paying you.
That's like on Always Sunny. He's like, "Yeah, I know we'd said we pay you, but we won't."
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, I'm liking this log cabin we're in.
Yeah. Shout out to sister number 3,
Sister number 3.
sister number 3, and brother-in-law number 1.
Mm-hmm.
They hooked it up. They let me crash here for 2 weeks.
That's big.
Little lake cottage in the middle of Michigan.
I like saying it's a cottage. I mean, it's not. It's just a
it's
two-bedroom
It's
home.
a nice 2-bedroom home, but they call it a cottage. So
I like to say that we're
honor
in the
their
woods,
wishes.
and yeah.
Yeah, it's not like in the woods, but if you do feel disconnected,
Yeah. There is a place right out there to chop wood.
for sure. Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty woodsy.
yeah, you can get out there. You can fish.
You can fish. There's
Yeah.
a hot tub right there, though.
There's a nice hot tub in between you and the lake.
That takes it out of it a little bit.
Yeah, the hot tub is pretty nice.
There's good pontoon boats.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We took a little walk out here. Literally every single person said hello.
You have to say hi. If you don't say hi, you probably get talked about over dinner.
Who the hell was that guy?
You see, he didn't say.
He just walked
didn't say
right
a
by
word.
us.
Yeah,
It ruins their whole night.
Probably.
They can't even enjoy the meatloaf.
yeah, because there's 2 things. They only eat meatloaf a couple times a week. There's 2 things. There's the first, they're like, "Ooh, someone new," so that's exciting because they've never seen you before. Most of the people they see here, they know their
Sure.
whole family history. So it's like, "Ooh, 2 new people." They're exciting, and then if you don't say hi to them, they're like,
Interesting.
now you're 2 new bad guys."
Great. We
Yeah.
got thieves moving into the neighborhood. Fantastic.
We got German shepherds chasing us around.
Those
this
two
place.
older people, I was like, I don't know if they're going to like our vibe too much. And then their sweet little dog came out, and we riffed on the dog, and they were just laughing.
Oh, yeah, you kind of got a good pop
I
out
got
of
a
them.
great pop.
Yeah.
I felt really good about it. I was like, it's not going to
Did you
be
write
such
that
a
one
bad
down?
weekend. Yeah. They love that.
Oh,
Old
man.
people are pretty easy to make like, especially those kind of old people.
Where they're like, they're happy. They're just looking for.
Oh, they clearly live a great
they're
life.
literally just sitting on their stoop.
Sitting
not
on the
doing
stoop.
anything.
And like they knew their dog was going to run up to us.
Yeah.
And they didn't even try to stop the dog. They were just like, oh, he's going to do something
He's
cute.
going to come say hi.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I want to be those people.
Yeah, that does seem happy. I mean, I just said it right before this, but I think one of the best, I think one of the most content places in the world is an open garage, a couple lawn chairs out in front of it, and just hanging out.
Yep. Maybe a cooler right in the middle of them.
Sure, couple beers.
Get a Zima.
Couple of these Coors Lights,
Couple
or
of
like
Coors
Miller
Lights.
Lights, something like that.
And
Yeah.
just chop it up.
Yeah, you got nowhere to be.
God.
We're on Eastern time. The sun sets. It stays so late here compared to Chicago.
I mean, this is really something here.
It's really incredible.
Come get
So-
your thoughts together.
Yeah, so we're living the life, folks. We got Timmy in the woods for 3 days. I think we're gonna go 3 pods.
3 pods in a row in the woods.
I think so we're gonna do a lot of stuff. I think we got stuff to talk about.
We're going to be out moving and grooving.
And we'll figure some stuff out. Yeah.
We got to try to write something. Boy, just a beautiful train ride in.
Oh man.
Chicago to South Bend, Indiana.
One of the methier stretches.
I kept being like, surely it's going to get pretty at some point.
Not until you're literally here.
And I kept like looking forward, and I was like, oh, it's just more like loose tires and abandoned cars.
When you say loose tire, do you mean just like a tire?
Well, there was always like a pile of tires.
I'm picturing loose tires on cars. I was like, is that a sign of poverty? Like, do tires don't get?
No, where I'm like, I mean, those
Yeah,
tires
okay.
aren't tight
You
at
mean
all.
just like stray tires?
Straight, just out.
Oh yeah, they're just out and about.
Usually a nice little pile of them.
Next to like some wood and
Next to
scrap
some wood,
metal.
some scrap metal.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, there's a child playing in the scrap metal. This is I was like
What are you
banging
guys
on
doing?
the train windows. Where are your parents?
Well, yeah, I mean anything from like Gary, Indiana to like
But you go through like the south side of Chicago,
yeah,
and then you hit Gary.
it's like okay, I guess we're out of that one, but
Yeah.
now we're in Gary.
Well, if that train breaks down at any moment,
Yeah.
that's not great.
No, I had to get gas in Gary one time. The bulletproof glass between you and the cashier in the
Oh,
gas
yeah.
station is about 6 inches thick.
Yep.
They're screaming at you because they can't hear you.
Yeah. And don't even try to ask for a bathroom.
Oh my God! No.
I didn't realize I was coming back. I forget what show I was coming back from. And we get back, and I'm not from here, so I don't really know where I'm at all the time.
Yeah.
So we're coming back into Chicago, and I didn't really know. We stopped to get some gas. I walk in, and I'm like, hey, is there a bathroom? And the guy he's like, no, like absolutely not. And I was like, all right, dick. Like, I don't know why you had to say it like that. So I go get my little Snickers and my Sprite. That's my little road. Those are my road snacks.
Good. That's sustainable.
Snickers and a Sprite.
That's a great idea.
When I'm not housing Panda Express. So I get my little treat, and I go back up, and I pay for it. And it's the same thing. I'm like, oh, this is like 8 inches of glass. And I'm like, I just start looking around here. Oh, this is a really bad neighborhood.
Yeah. No wonder why he didn't want me to just use a private room here.
Really, really bad neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you feel like an idiot because you're like, well, let me scamper back to the car real quick.
Sorry, I'll just have the Snickers and the Sprite. I'm sorry about the bathroom thing, by the way.
I had no idea what I was doing. I would never mean to
I buy
offend you like
Snickers and
that.
Sprite everywhere, actually, all across this country. Do you just get back from a road weekend feeling like you're gonna die?
No, I mean, I keep it in the pocket most of the time.
Snickers and Sprite doesn't give you a stomach ache, though?
Well, no, I mean, that's your little treat on the road. It's like when you get beef jerky. You just get a little treat.
Well, yeah, that won't make you feel as bad as just like, all right, you stick with it.
I've been doing it for 47 years, Tom. Hasn't failed me yet.
I didn't realize you started this in your 30s.
They're delicious. Snickers and Sprite is a hitting combo.
It's also fun to say. That's why
Snickers
I keep
and
saying
Sprite.
it. Yeah. And like, that could be your
alliteration's always a
album.
good time.
Oh, I mean, there's our episode title right there. So you can't use it for your album now. Sorry.
Snickers and Sprite. It's delicious. What's your go-to road snack? What are you, a beef jerky guy?
I'm beef jerky got too expensive. It's so expensive.
What are you, one of those health nuts? Go fuck yourself. Remember that from The Departed?
Oh yeah.
No, you don't.
God damn. No, The Departed 100%.
You remember that one?
Oh yeah. The Departed is like.
Oh, you smoke? You probably don't smoke.
I
One of those health nuts, aren't you? Go fuck yourself. One of the best lines Alec Baldwin's ever said.
I've probably The Departed was weirdly one of my drunk movies for a long time.
What, you get drunk, toss on The Departed?
Like a back from the bars like in college.
Oh, when you're like, well, let me just toss something on.
Like, well, we're ordering pizza, we're all waiting up. Let's watch The Departed.
Sure.
Yeah, but it is 3 hours long, so you can't really. You fall asleep during it.
And
I've seen the front half so many times.
Yeah, I don't have the heart to tell you what happens at the end.
You don't. I make it to I'm not a fucking cop every time, and then I fall asleep.
It's a good movie.
It's a great flick.
Martin Sheen right off of that roof.
It's just kind of also spoilers.
Oh,
At the age old. If you haven't seen it,
if you haven't seen it,
yeah. No, what were we just talking about? Oh, my road snack is usually I go Chex Mix a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'll go beef jerky once in a while, but I go Chex Mix and coffee and I do sparkling water. I don't love Sprite.
I mean, Sprite and sparkling water are essentially the same thing.
But one is shitty for you and one's not.
Yeah, and one's delicious for you. I'm sorry, Sprite hits. I had to start drinking Sprite because I couldn't drink caffeine a lot because it would give me really bad headaches.
Oh, that's
Sprite's caffeine free.
Yeah.
So boom, pow. I'm a Sprite guy.
Were you a Coke guy before?
Not really.
Oh. You've always been a Sprite. The caffeine has nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry, born and bred Sprite guy. Right after that Drake commercial in like 1996.
Oh, you were like, hell yeah.
I'm all where his face blew apart. You
that was
remember
in
that
like
one?
the late 2000s, but yeah.
Whatever, dude.
96. Was he even on Degrassi yet?
Probably.
Was
96? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably 8 or no, he's probably who cares?
I had no idea who he was at that time. Say I have one story written down, then we can get back to the cabin stuff, the cottage stuff.
Lay it on me.
This is the lake house. I didn't tell this from last time. My flight back, I fall asleep before I take off. I always do.
I have
this
no
is coming
idea
back
how that's
from
possible.
LA last week. My goal is to fall asleep before you take off and wake up when you're landing.
Well,
That
yeah,
is the
but I
goal.
mean, like,
I rarely attain it on a flight that long. That's 4.5 hours.
I just can't sleep when like your goal is like sleep.
Yeah.
Gotta sleep.
I don't know. This was a 6:20 flight in the morning, and I went to bed at about 2.
All right.
So I slept for 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So I was pretty exhausted, and I didn't drink any coffee because I was like, I just need to get this body on the plane.
Where are we at on a sleep mask and or neck pillow?
I go neck pillow.
Okay. You can conk out in one of those because you can kind of rest your head on the side.
Well, what I do is I go window. I just take the neck pillow off and use it like a normal pillow.
Oh, just right.
I want the whole
corner.
thing. I don't need 50% on the side that I'm not resting on.
Sure. See, now we're thinking.
Yeah, I actually sometimes this is what I did on this last one. I just wrap it in my jacket, and it's like a full pillow.
I bet people are looking over like, this guy's a genius.
He's way ahead of us.
Holy shit. Look how he's using his neck pillow. Babe, look how he's using his neck
He's already
pillow.
asleep. No wonder.
We just got on this flight. He's sound asleep.
I am asleep so quick after I get on a plane.
I can't do that because I like to people watch a lot.
At 6 a.m, you care?
I just can't help it.
The hate outweighs it.
I mean, that's one of the better times to do it because people are really. Well, here's what I hate the most on a really early flight is when somebody's really dressed up.
Oh, yeah.
When you can tell someone put a lot of effort. It's always a lady. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
It's always
I was picturing a guy in a suit. I don't know why.
No, it's
you don't
like
see
a
that very
girl
often.
in heels. I'm like, come on, lady.
The only way
Who
that's
gives a
acceptable
shit?
is if you're a consultant and you have to go straight to the meeting. They
Sure.
fly a lot. Look at me playing devil's advocate
yeah,
again.
that's the one that's
Let me
okay.
ruin Tim's point real quick.
I'll tell you this. The women that I see doing that, they're not consultants. They're always dating a guy that has a flat-billed hat on.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's got joggers and a flat bill hat.
Yeah, he
on.
looks like complete shit.
And she's ready for Vegas.
Yeah. It's 6 a.m. It's fine. Put some sweatpants on.
We're all in the same boat.
We don't want to be here. You
Yeah.
don't have to wake up earlier than you need to.
I look my worst. You look you're worse.
What?
You know,
What?
that's what you're saying. I look my worst right now.
We're allowed to look bad.
You should look bad too.
Yeah, come on, join us. It's great.
Come on, the water's warm. Get in here. Live a little. Yeah, and I go straight to sleep. But so I'm sleeping on this flight, and it's probably we're at service time for the food and beverages or whatever. I sleep straight through that. Sometimes people wake me up, and I wanna throat punch them.
You know what I want to say right now?
What?
You want a can of Coke?
You want a can of Coke? Yeah, that's how I like to sleep. Actually, I sleep for 4 hours, and I wake up, I drink a can of Coke. Shout out Joe List. Go check him out. Give him a follow.
Great comic. Just a great comic.
Just good dude, too. He'll get his comeuppance one of these days. That's not what that means, I don't think.
That's something. I think that means when you're like, someone's going to beat your ass.
I just threatened Joe
Oh,
List.
he'll get his comeuppance one of these days.
I'm going to kick his ass
I
one of these
catch him on the
days.
streets of New York. I'm going to tax that ass. Be like, hey, Joe, you know nobodies are threatening you on the internet?
Hey, two guys who talk about you as if you're a close friend, but you've never heard of them, they want to beat you up.
All of a sudden, now they want to kick your ass. I don't know what happened here.
Oh, my God.
All right, so we're on the flight.
I wake up to a Biscoff cookie landing directly on my dick. Like, enough of it. That was the only reason why it woke me up. Was like, you know, if you get hit in the dick like very softly, it's still kind of like, whoop.
Well, you're like, someone's touching my dick. Yeah, of course.
So that's what I woke up to. I was like, huh? And I looked down, there's a Biscoff cookie. The flight attendant had tossed it at me. I've never seen this before.
What, did anybody else react around you?
Was
the guy next to you like, that was fucked up?
The person in the aisle was another younger dude. He looked like he was high as hell or asleep and had headphones on and didn't care. And the woman next to me was a very, very old Asian grandma. She wasn't saying anything.
She didn't give a shit.
And I just kind of looked at her and she goes, and did you want anything to drink?
I didn't even want the cookie. You know what I wanted was the sound
I was like,
4 hours sleep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you eat the cookie though?
Yeah, I love Biscoff cookies.
Yeah.
I love them. I ate it immediately. I was like, I'm so mad. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh my God, yeah, the kind of top tier aim on her part.
I don't really know. I'm like, maybe just skip it. You don't need to throw it at me.
They're not doing inventory. Like, did you hand out enough?
I also wasn't going to wake up from a purposeful nap and be like, they didn't fucking give me my cookie and drink.
That's my Biscoff.
Like, I was...
Would you like... I like that she wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, she's like, anything to drink?
She's
That's
like,
so
oh,
funny.
good, you are awake.
Yeah, like, what?
I couldn't get over it. I just sat there and I was like, I should be mad, right? And I had no one to...
Well, you got no allies.
I almost turned around to the row behind me. Hey, did you guys see that?
There's no way she just did that, right? That is so funny. At least she didn't throw a can of Coke at you.
Oh, my God.
That would have hurt hitting you right in the dick and balls.
But I would have loved it because that's how I like to sleep.
I like you're like, you know, like when something touches your dick and you're like, what? Like, yeah.
Well, but I was sound asleep.
Yeah, but you can sleep through like people brushing your arm because
Exactly.
that's natural. But like somebody else, you're not just gonna be like, oh, somebody's just touching my dick.
Yeah, and also like hit with enough where it kind of was like
A nut tap.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't hurt, but it was kind of like, oh.
I love it.
I was so.
You want anything to drink or?
And I think she said, in my mind, she said, "And did you want anything to drink? Like, you're welcome for the cookies." I don't know if she actually said that. In my mind, she said it. And did you want anything to drink? You dumb little bitch.
Piece of shit.
that's
Falling asleep on my flight?
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
This
dude.
time of the day? No way. Sun's up. You're up.
God, what an insane! Is that your zero of the week?
That's my zero of the week, I think.
Because
yeah.
that's pretty. I'm looking at people now in my life
through the lens of
zero of the week.
It's like that's just how you're evaluating people. It's not like
the whole
if they're already
conversation,
doing something shitty. It's just blanket. You're like, could you be a zero?
Could
of the
you
week?
be a zero of the week?
What a fun game show you live in. Could you be the
Time will
person I hate the most?
Yeah, I
this
start
week?
a conversation. I'm like, well, time will tell, my friend. If you're my zero of the week, because you're flirting with it.
A stranger leaves a conversation with you, and you're like, "Congratulations." They're like, what? You're like, nothing.
What do you mean? They take 2 steps away, and they're like, "Am I your zero of the week?" Wait, excuse me, sir. I know that face. Am I your zero of the week?
Oh my God! So who do you have one this week?
I got one, and I knew it right when he was up to his nonsense.
Oh, an immediate zero of the week.
I almost said it out loud. He was in the middle of saying something shitty, and I was just like, zero of the week.
That would be such a lame thing to say out loud. You're my zero of the week. They're like, okay.
So we're doing this show. We're in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Yeah. Not that far from here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're just like in the burbs. It's 3.5 hours out of Chicago.
Yeah, you were way closer to here than you were to Chicago, and you were like, yeah, I got a show in the burbs of Chicago. I can't come out there yet.
Well, I had a show the next night, too, in the opposite direction.
Yeah, 3 hours into Wisconsin. You were 6 hours away from where you were on Saturday night.
Yeah, I was kind of road dogging.
God, you were really all over the Midwest. Jesus Christ.
So we're in Battle Creek, Michigan. We show up. The show's at 8. We walk through the doors at 8.
Yeah, fun.
Owner looked stressed out. I didn't get his emails because I was sound asleep in the back seat.
Well, he can't blame you for that.
Can't. That's not on me, dude.
No.
I was catching some Z's.
Yeah, you got to throw a Biscoff cookie to wake me up.
You better throw one. You better hum one right at my donkey.
You're
so
calling it a donkey.
We walk in. He's not all the way thrilled. Show went great.
Good.
Show was super fun. Audience members are great. But then you got the guy that comes up after, and you already know what I'm going to say.
Hangs around too much?
Hangs around too much because you know what, Tom?
Oh, he's done it too.
He's done a couple of open mics
Oh,
before.
God, no.
He used to do comedy.
The worst.
Oh, and his poor wife, you've never seen a woman so ready to leave or so bored with a tinge of like, hey, they don't give a shit, man.
Yeah. Hey, don't do this to your loved ones, you guys.
She's just standing there. So here's where people coming up and talking. People do that all the time. It's fine.
Sure.
Here's where the zero of the week popped in. We're asking about la la la. You're married. Congratulations. And he goes, yeah. And he just kind of does this number over to his wife, the old thumb.
The thumb over the shoulder.
And he goes, yeah, she usually doesn't look like this, but she's pregnant. And he's like, essentially like, my wife's usually a lot hotter than this.
Boy, and she feels great about that.
And she's just standing there, and we're like, dude, don't.
Oh, my God.
What do you think we're going to do?
I wish you had called him the zero of the week out loud.
Right?
Yeah, because then she would have known.
She knew.
Yeah, but no, she would have known some other people knew.
Hell yeah,
so
dude.
she knew that you guys were like, what the hell?
Yeah, we were like, oh, no, you look great. We doing the whole like, what are you talking about? You look amazing for being like, we didn't even know you were pregnant, saying whatever. And he's like, oh, you don't have to say that. Like,
no, she looks terrible.
Yeah, we're like, dude, we're trying to get you out of this hole, you
just
idiot.
Fucked up hard.
And he just keeps diving into it. And then he doubles down. He asks for her card and then offers to get us a round of drinks.
Man.
It was a tough look.
This guy bums me out.
And we're all just like, no. We're going to let y'all get out of here.
He's putting in the networking time with some big dogs from Chicago.
I mean.
And that's how he behaves.
Well, I have the one joke that mentions Nashville. And that's where he was coming up.
But he was in Battle Creek, Michigan, so things are going well.
So he considers that a lateral move.
Yeah. Well, you don't meet a ton of Tim Smiths in Nashville. I mean, that is such a loser. Babe, can I borrow your card? I gotta get the comics around.
Hey, I know I just made fun of you for 10 minutes about your appearance because you're pregnant, but can I get your card?
Yeah, because
love you, babe.
Those jokes didn't really work, so I'm gonna try to buy them over now.
We were
at your expense.
Nah, thanks though, man.
Oh,
we're gonna let y'all get out of here.
Oh, you didn't let them buy you around?
No.
Huge. That's a good move.
No, we're not gonna use this woman's money.
Yeah.
She's already taken care of 2 kids and this motherfucker.
I mean, he is single-handedly shooting her credit score in the head.
Oh, yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
You didn't need to add $22 onto that.
Because he's buying a lot of like MMA t-shirts and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like he's ordering those and she doesn't
know. A couple
know.
impulse tattoos that he was like, well.
Oh, he's covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
Flat build. You just already know who this guy was.
But he did a couple open mics. It sounds like the meth head Mike guy that I talked to in Fort Wayne. Did he follow you to Battle Creek?
Well, this guy was putting sentences together. It's just they all sucked.
You understood him very, unfortunately.
I knew exactly what he was
clearly.
talking about. I just hated what he was talking about.
Oh my!
So that was
God.
Stone Cold Zero.
Yeah,
of the
that's
week.
Zero of the week.
You
Everyone
kind of can't
gets
beat
a
that
free
one.
hot dog.
Free hot dog, hot chocolate, whatever you prefer.
Do you remember his name? Did he tell you his name?
I'm sure he did at some point.
I'd like to name these people first and last. Get his address next time.
Well, you're doing the thing where you're trying to hint like,
what if we?
hey man, like
This isn't working.
this is like the conversation. I'm being cordial and polite,
But it's about over.
but I'm not really hitting the ball back to
Were
you
you
too
doing a lot of
much.
like the, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what else?
And the point because I was waiting to get paid.
Yeah.
So I got
Can't
nowhere
leave.
to go.
You can't leave. Yeah, that's
Like,
tough.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom again.
Like, weren't you just there? Yeah, I'm gonna do the other one this time.
Yeah, just gotta go number 2.
I mean,
He's like, dude, me too. I'm gonna leave my fat wife here.
you guys, she's pregnant.
It was such a bummer.
Oh,
So
what
that's
a
the
loser.
goose egg of the
We
week.
should get every zero of the week after we discover them. We should ask for their address, and we should mail them a shirt out of the blue that says zero of
Zero
the
of the
week.
week. I would love that. And then just
And with no
dox 'em.
context.
Well, we need to just put their address on the World Wide Web.
And we say send hate mail.
Send hate mail and those little gummy penises to this guy's house. Because I hate this guy. I couldn't wait for him to stop
Oh my
talking.
God.
So then the next night we go to Sheboygan.
Wisconsin, one of my favorite shows that I've done recently.
It was fun.
Sheboygan's a great town. They got a good sense of humor.
Didn't know what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
You show up to some of these shows and you're like, they were like, oh, is this gonna be fun? I was like, I have no idea.
Was this one in a brewery?
Yep.
Kind of big room, but fun time?
Not a huge
I
room.
think it's a different one that I did.
This was what was it called? It's irrelevant, but
It doesn't matter.
it was like kind of a good room.
Hell yeah. Okay. Different
Kind of
thing.
small, kind of
different
tight.
thing. I did a bad room there, but
Oh,
it was fun.
okay.
Still fun though.
Yeah, no, this was a good time. Paid pretty decent.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I brought 2 pals, and then the lady comes up. You can tell they're kind of new to doing comedy stuff.
Yeah.
So she comes up and she's like discussing the pay, like right
In front of you.
in front of me, and like
and them.
Yeah, and I'm like-
and you don't want them to
and I'm
know
like,
what you're getting paid.
yeah, I'm like, whoa, I'm trying to fuck these guys over.
I was trying to give each of these guys $8.
Yeah, don't tell them what I'm getting. What are you doing?
That's so funny. It's like, oh,
Hey,
you start banging on TV.
La 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 la. I'm trying to give these guys $20. What are you
Oh
doing?
my God. That is so funny. Did you actually, did she talk all the way through it right in front of him?
100%.
Oh, it's so brutal.
She broke the whole thing down.
Question, did you pay them the same amount as you were going to, or did
I
you
did.
increase it?
No, I absolutely did.
Okay.
I was just like, oh,
You're like, now I can't lie.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was,
But you headlined, so you should make the most. But it is like, sometimes it's like, the math doesn't add up to proportion of time on stage.
yeah. Yeah. But I was like, late, and I kind of pulled her. I was like, hey, just because she's like, any tips for like future shows? And I was like, lighting could, if y'all got a couple of those clamp lights, that could be great.
Yeah.
Also, don't do that
Yeah.
to other, like,
What'd she say?
she was like, oh, right, yeah, okay.
It is probably something that she just didn't
Think
even
of.
think about.
Yeah.
She's like, you guys are all friends. She's like, he clearly told you what
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
making. And
Because, like, I'm not a diva at all.
right.
And it's also, like, not that huge of a number.
No.
It's not like she's giving me
$1 in
$5,000.
Sheboygan.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like that. But somebody else that would come through might be a little bit more of like a
I guess. Yeah.
diva, I guess.
Boy, recently I had a GM just say, hey, would you mind if we paid you in cash? And I was like, that would be spectacular.
Please. Would love to claim this, actually.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Cash?
I actually already filled out a W-2 on my own time.
You mean the untraceable kind of money? No.
I was like, yeah, you should for all your
You
comics.
should always
That'd
do
be
that.
really fun.
Cash is the move.
Rules.
But I don't like having, because cash is free
I don't know
money.
what to do with it. Yeah, the problem is I never go deposit cash in a bank.
Cash is free money.
I'm gonna have it till I spend it.
Well, I got to get it in the bank so I see the number.
Yeah.
If it's not in the bank, it doesn't really exist yet.
No, it's out there. It's in my pocket. That's
It's in my,
where it lives.
and I can do whatever I want with it.
Yeah.
And that's not good, Tom.
It's not good.
I don't
That's
need
what
the
That's
free
what I
money.
have going on right now.
You shove it in the bank, and then you can see, then you can feel bad about yourself every time you spend money.
Yep. I like tipped a little bit more when I was at this place the other night.
Because you're like, come on.
I was like, I got a bunch of cash on me. I'm like, oh shit, am I like a really wealthy guy?
Because
no, I just got paid in cash.
I
2
do have a
days
lot
ago.
of cash right now. No, I can't do that. I got to get it into the bank ASAP as possible.
Yeah, that's smart.
Got to do it.
ASAP as possible. So dumb.
That's from something. That's not a Tim Smith original.
It is. Okay, here's a question for you.
Hit me.
I already told you on that flight that lady she's old Asian woman right next to me. Doesn't matter that she's Asian, but I'd like you to picture it.
I have her right in my head.
Yeah, she's very tiny.
Of course.
She's scrunched up next to me.
They're never big.
Yeah, it's like I know you're picturing a 6'4" woman
Yeah,
right
had
now.
a huge Asian old lady next to me. What?
She was old, Asian, and 6'3". A rare breed.
Was she? Let me guess. She had really short hair.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, she did have very short hair. She was sleep. She slept too. Me and her were. But after
She
I
get
got
a cookie hummed at her.
no, she was awake for that part. But after I got the Biscoff dick tap, I couldn't go back to sleep.
Well,
so
that's in your head.
I'm sitting there so I'm on a United flight. They have the screens up with the in-flight entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
My remote is in the armrest and it's under the lady's arm. Like the entire I could almost hit the power button, but I couldn't quite
Change the.
I couldn't quite hit the power button. Like I'd have to definitely make contact with her hand.
Well, wait. She's little. She's just sprawled out.
She went full. She took both armrests.
Good for her. Why
and
not?
Fell asleep in that position.
for her.
Like sitting down, kind of gripping both of them.
She earned it.
It was such a power move. I was like,
85 years old.
Yeah.
She earned it.
I'm not gonna. I don't even. Where are you even flying to?
Excuse me, lady.
Yeah. So that's
Trying
my
to watch
question.
Shrek?
You don't wake her up.
No.
Yeah. You don't try to move it over.
Well, your only hope. Here's the move. You gotta pretend to get up and go to the bathroom, and then make it a quick trip, and you just hope that she's readjusted or she's still awake.
Well, because I've asked you that question before too. I don't even do that.
Because you can't be like, excuse me.
You're taking up the armrest.
Excuse me?
And she's like, what are you talking about? This thing, because I'm trying to watch the Avengers.
I'm trying to watch The Patriot right now. Can you wake up? You just throw your Biscoff cookie at her.
It worked for me. I don't do the I don't make
There's
people get up
nothing
to
you
go
can
to the
do
bathroom
there.
either.
Oh, well,
I've almost pooped my pants on a flight before.
that's 100% acceptable.
I know, but I
That's
hate
fair.
it.
Everyone
I hate it
knows
so
that
much.
that's fair.
I hate it.
Yeah, but you gotta. What, you gonna shit your pants?
Maybe.
Hey, here's something. Have we talked about this already?
Shitting our pants? Yes.
No. Do you think your farts smell worse when you have to take a shit?
Yes.
See? So do I.
That's a real thing.
Lizzie doesn't believe this.
Oh yeah, it's the poop is closer to the butt.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm
That
saying.
makes perfect logical sense.
Because the air has to go around the poop.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See?
If you held a piece of poop in front of your mouth and blew it in someone's face, it would smell worse
smell
than
like
if
a fart.
you just blew your breath. That's not a great analogy.
But it works.
But I'm working on it.
It works.
It's not ready for stage.
You put a pile of shit in front of a fan.
Yeah,
It
there
would,
we go. We
it
could
would
have done
waft
that.
poop.
Yeah.
See, Lizzie?
If you put a clean PVC pipe right in front of a fan,
Smell just
it's going to
fine.
smell like PVC pipe.
Smell just fine.
Yeah.
See, so you're willing to sit there and risk stinky farts.
Oh, I'm farting
On the plane.
entire time on the plane. Right now, because
So that's way worse.
No,
than asking somebody
everyone's
to
got a
move.
mask on.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You're blasting stinkers out on a flight, but you won't
I'm
excuse
farting,
yourself
I'm
to go
farting
to
the whole flight these days.
Tom.
Dude, I'm letting farts rip so much, and it's bad because I wear noise-canceling headphones. I don't know if they're making noise.
They are.
I don't think they are.
They are.
But I choose not to believe that. So,
Tom.
I identify as a silent fart person. And I refuse to believe that my farts stink on
You
planes.
have got to go to the bathroom. You can't just blast stinkers out on a flight the whole time.
Blasting stink. As long as the mask mandate, that's how the mask mandate might as well be a fart mandate for old Tom.
So when that gets lifted, you're going to change your stance?
Yeah, I'll stop farting.
No, are you going to start pooping though? Because that's the only remedy here, Thomas.
Boy, we are a couple of intellectuals here on this podcast, folks. I'm stopping farting. I'm going to start pooping the second they lift the mask mandate. The mask mandate on planes is kind of hilarious now, though, because people are really mailing it in.
People don't give a shit.
People have one little thing over their lips. And
People don't care. I mean, that's how it was on the train today. Nobody cared.
No. Well, it's because it's like, at this point, it's like, well, we were just all around each other without one on a second ago,
Well, it's like, why do you have to wear one in an Uber?
Yeah. The
rules just feel arbitrary now.
Yeah, the Uber one is a company policy, I think, because there is no mandate in Chicago, right? Or is public transit?
Yeah,
still?
you have to wear it on the train.
Oh.
And they were on the train here. People were.
I'm not seeing a ton of people on the train in Chicago wearing a mask.
The mask is somewhere on their person.
Yeah,
it's in their pocket. It's in their hand.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people just throw it around the wrist.
Just on the wrist.
And it's like
on their chin.
I have one.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
but you're not. You're currently coughing in my face.
I know we're sounding like anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, but it's chaos.
It's it makes no
at
sense.
This point.
Yeah,
it's fake. It's mostly
making no
fake.
sense.
And guess what?
I'll
perform right in there with you.
I'm guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
I was just straight up on the chin today. My thing, I have a habit of I put it right on and then I pull it right down.
Well, I'll pull it down to take one sip of water, and then like an hour later, I'm like, I never put it back on.
Yeah,
Huh?
like, well, whoopsies. Sorry, everyone.
All right, so official ruling: you don't move the grandma's hand.
Well, you can't. You there's other strategies, but you can't just move it.
You know what I was thinking about doing, but I was like, there's an hour left in the flight, Tom. Entertain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I was thinking about pretending to wake up and doing like a a stretch and like accidentally hit her and be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but who really wakes up that way?
No one. Movie characters?
Yeah.
Cartoons from the 90s?
Like I was thinking maybe you could do like the when people kind of shake when they wake up.
Oh yeah, that is weirdly more common, especially on a plane.
Yeah, I think maybe you could pull that off.
That the panic wake is more common than the calm.
Than the just
dramatic
beautiful,
wake.
yeah. Oh,
is there a bird chirping in here?
yeah. You could have done that one, and then hope she woke up.
Yeah, that's true. I could have done that. I could have hit her a little harder.
Could have hit her. Could have. Did you have like a backpack between your legs?
Yeah.
Could have pretended to wrestle around with that and have your knee hit her knee.
Yeah.
Something. Because all you need to do, because she will move.
But I don't
her
think
arm.
she was gonna. She was kind of full on both hand rests. She was really
kind of gripping it.
She owned it. Yeah.
I wonder if she was scared to fly.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, sound asleep.
Yeah.
Can't really be that scared.
No, maybe she started scared, fell asleep.
Maybe she took an Ambien.
This was a fucking druggie. I was sitting next to I thought I was sitting next to a sweet old grandma.
Man, I've taken an Ambien before a flight, and I took it too early, and then it was like a delay to get on the flight. So we were just sitting there, and I was just like, ah! You ever try to stay up on an Ambien?
I've never taken an Ambien.
Oh, buddy, I was in trouble.
Oh,
Started seeing just like 4 of people. I was like, oh, no.
What, is it a sleeping pill or a relax pill?
Sleeping pill.
Oh, so it's like everything in your body is like, go to sleep.
Well, it's a sleeping pill that also is known for their insane side effects.
Like
people have just been found walking down their street.
Oh, boy.
Just on Ambien.
Just like asleep, but
fully asleep.
Intense sleepwalking.
My aunt would get up and just like eat all the food in the fridge.
Oh, my God.
Fully
I do that too, but maybe I'm on Ambien.
So I'm just waiting for this thing to conk me right out.
And then
I just start, I don't know, throwing cookies at everybody.
I don't know, I might have already talked about this. One of my friends, on a trip to Vegas, they all get to the airport. They had been up all night, get to the airport at 7 a.m., get to their flight on time. They all sit down, fall asleep, whatever, sitting down. Then everyone boards the flight. He's in the last boarding group, falls asleep while everyone else is boarding, wakes up 2 hours after the flight takes off.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? Somebody's got to wake that guy up.
I know. Dick moved by the gate attendant.
I mean, because they saw him.
There's one person left at the gate.
That stinks.
Yeah, it really stinks. And he did the thing. Shout out to Cooper. He did the thing. He runs to the window like to like stare at the planes out there. And he's like, there's no way. And he's checking the time. He's like, but there's no way.
Flight attendant's like, sorry, pal.
I mean, he woke up like an hour and a half or 2 hours after.
Oh, so it was just completely shut down.
Oh yeah, there was nothing at the gate anymore.
incredible. We went to Vegas and we had was this like a bachelor party?
It was
kind
like
of a situation?
senior year trip.
We went on a little bachelor party. Went there with 12 guys, came back with 11.
Who was this? The movie The Hangover?
One guy just refused to leave. He just wouldn't leave.
You're just having too much fun?
He was just in the pool. He said that this girl he was talking to looked she looks just like Brooke Burke. And we're looking and we're like, hey man, no she doesn't.
Oh boy.
He hasn't slept in 5 days, just out of his, and he's like, guys, I'm not leaving. I'm staying in Vegas. And we're like, all right, man.
Well, there's a thing of like no man left behind, but then there's another thing of like, well, you're an adult.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's 20.
And we have a flight. We are going to the airport.
27 years old, and he's in the pool. Like, it's not like he has his bags packed and he's in the room, and we just have to do the thing of like, dude, come on.
Come on. No.
He won't get out of the pool.
Couldn't even get him to like the buffet.
Like, he just had 2 beers in his hand, and he was like, I'm not leaving. And we were like, all right, man. I mean, and of course, we land home. Our phones come back on. We all have 600 calls from him.
Yeah.
Because he just came to
a little bit.
And he's like, why am I still in Vegas? Dude, I mean, you were chasing around Brooke Burke. Yeah. It was not Brooke Burke.
Oh, God.
Vegas, I can't say I'm loving Vegas.
I don't like Vegas.
I don't think I would ever go back.
It's a little too...
unless I had to go back.
Yeah. Like, we'll go do shows there sometime.
But, like, it's not like Vegas, dude.
No. I have friends that are still like that, though, that are like, hell yeah, like Vegas for the weekend. Like, people will take spontaneous Vegas trips.
For the weekend. Like, go to, like, those horrible clubs and get bottle service and shit like that.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Or just, like, gamble. Just go to the casinos and stuff. Because, like, like, a flight from, like, L.A. or San Francisco is about $60.
Okay. Maybe
so you can
that's
just,
acceptable.
like, you, like, pop over there for, like, a Friday, Saturday.
Maybe that's fine. I'm not taking 3 days in Vegas, and it was like, we got to get the fuck out of this city.
Yeah, isn't it funny the energy of the arrivals part of the Vegas airport versus the departure? No, yeah, versus the departures. Yeah, departures are just like the saddest.
Well, you see these guys like calculating if they can pay their mortgage next month, and everyone's walking
got, like,
in,
bloodshot eyes too.
Yeah,
like we've all just been pumping oxygen and shit.
Dude, when I was in Vegas, I had adult braces, and we were at this club. And I tried to talk to this girl, and she just laughed in my face.
Yeah, adult braces is such a tough look.
Adult braces was brutal.
You don't talk about that on stage?
No.
You should.
I know.
That's hilarious.
It was incredible.
Adult braces is a funny term also.
Braces on at 23.
When did they come off?
25.
Did you meet Lizzie while you had braces?
You better believe it.
Wow. It's amazing. That's true love.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I dated 2 girls while I had braces.
Oh, man.
I'm a charmer.
I mean, Louisiana is a lawless place. Holy shit.
I was out there charming ladies, Tom.
Oh, God. Was the dermatologist, Jesus Christ. What's the orthodontist?
Yeah.
Were they just like, are you sure?
No, I mean, they're like, come on in, you bitch.
Well, yeah. Give us your $10,000.
Of course.
Yeah,
go sit with those 8th graders. They're going to bully you for 2 years. It was so weird. You're sitting there in the waiting room, and just like everyone's coming in there like with their mom and like waiting for their mom to pick them up.
And you were by yourself.
And I was just in there. They're like, "Oh, you waiting for your kid?" It's like, nah. I gotta get my rubber bands tight.
I gotta come back for a smaller rubber band. I mean,
and like I would have a good visit, and they would still give you the bag of goodies.
Oh no!
So I'm walking out with like a new toothbrush and a tiny little thing of toothpaste.
It'd be fun if they like switched it up and it was an adult version. Like they give you like
They
give you like little like vodka things that are airplane vodkas.
Tiny little vodka, like a Starbucks gift card. Like, thanks, dude. Yeah. It absolutely sucked there. I was the oldest but every once in a while you would see a guy. It was like 8th graders.
And then
or 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
I was the one that was in no man's land.
People are like, well, you could have done it 6 years ago.
Yeah, why don't you just do it then?
Yeah, like the old guy, they're like, well, braces probably weren't invented yet. Or whatever.
Or they were like, I'm doing it. I've been avoiding it forever.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like you're in college and it's like you see all the young people or it's the old people.
Uh-huh.
You don't really see a guy like late 20s.
No, that's weird.
Early 30s.
You mean like college bars and stuff?
No. I mean like the guy that like went back to school.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, so it was adult braces. I should probably talk about that more. That was a very humbling time in my life.
I mean, did you have a line for it
Had a
or
couple
anything?
Of those. A line? Oh,
yeah,
like
when
good,
you met
a good
girls.
bit?
Yeah.
No, just
or were you just like, my teeth were just bad.
I was just zipping
dits. Did you address it, or did you were trying to just?
I didn't say shit.
Wow, incredible.
You just keep it moving.
Incredible.
Well, I mean, it's like, do you bring up your faults on your first?
I was like, what are you about to say? I thought you were about to call out something devastating about me.
Your heart just sunk into your feet.
I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I just saw the red dot on my on my chest.
Fuck. But I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like, so I have braces.
Well,
like,
but
they see
she
them.
sees it. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're looking at a guy
I
with
guess
braces.
just because it's rare. Like if you have like a big pimple, you don't have to call it out because that happens to people. But
Sure.
adult braces are rare.
Hey, they happen to people too, Tom.
I guess, yeah. All I'm saying is you should have been calling it out because people were like, "What the hell,
what is
dude?"
this guy doing? I tell you what, there's no better. Did you have braces?
No.
No better feeling.
The final day they come off.
Getting those braces off.
Wow.
Almost missed my appointment.
Why? What were you doing?
I don't know. Just almost missed it.
You're not a late guy. I'm
know.
the late guy.
I'm an on-time guy.
And
Almost missed it.
Well, what would they just reschedule?
Yeah, no, but like that's the day you get your braces off.
Yeah. It was
I've been waiting 2 years
it was a big
for
thing
this.
on the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for a long time for this.
Yeah.
Get them off. Oh, I was a new man, Tom. You're
That's
a new
big.
man.
I mean, that's it. I feel like it feels like taking your ski boots off at the end of the day.
It's more.
But
it's
it
like,
was after 6 years.
It's like when Forrest Gump, when he's a kid, when he runs out of his leg braces.
Leg braces, yeah. Was
and then he's super fast.
Yeah.
That's
that
how I
you.
was.
That was you coming out.
I was super cool.
Yeah. You walked out and you were like, "What's up?"
I was like, "What's up,
you
fucking-"
had a 2-year girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. I really did.
Yeah. That's
That
amazing.
was shout out Lizzie dating a guy with braces.
I mean, Liz, you're once again a hero. You're our hero of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, we could do that too.
Hero of the week, zero of the week.
Yeah, there we go.
Lizzie's our hero.
Yeah, we're not always good at looking people through that lens.
Yeah,
but
we should probably
this
do
is
that
good.
too.
It's a good mental health exercise.
You know what this is?
What?
Growth.
There it is. It's great. My voice just cracked a little bit. There it is.
There it is. How about some positivity on the
How about
chat?
a couple, but yeah, make the chat a little posy.
I mean, let's see. Hero of the week. Yeah, we'll go with Lizzie.
All right, we go. That's a good first hero of the week.
Good first hero of the week. Dating me when I had braces.
That's a huge move, Liz. I know it's too many years in delay, but you deserve it.
And it's only been smooth sailing since then.
Yeah, but as soon as you took the risk on the braces, from there it's been downhill.
Just been great.
Downhill?
Yeah, downhill.
I never
Downhill's
understood
easy.
that. Yeah, but uphill.
An uphill battle stinks.
But when people say it's all downhill from here,
It's easy cheesy.
but no, people mean that in a bad way sometimes.
Well, I guess you could.
I think when people say they've peaked, they're like, yeah, it's all downhill from here.
But also when you're saying something easy, like when you're like in the middle of a race, you're like, oh, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
I think it's all about inflection.
Okay.
It's all downhill from here.
Because, like,
it's all downhill from here. I guess everything's about inflection.
if you said, like, I'm really excited about my new job.
Everyone's like, well, that doesn't sound exciting. You can literally change the meaning of anything with inflection.
I really like spending time with you, Tim.
Jesus Christ, I cracked that case wide open.
I think it's I don't know, but I've heard people say it's all downhill from here.
It's all downhill from here. I've
heard both sides of it.
I interpret it as
but
a
I've never
positive
heard
thing.
it's all uphill from here as a good thing.
Well, that doesn't exist.
I know, but if you were
It's an uphill battle.
Yeah. It's
Right?
all up from here.
It's all up from here.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
That's good.
Yeah. Can't miss now. It's all well, that's you only say that when you're like
Things are going
things
well.
are no, you say that when it's really bad.
Oh yeah, because it's only up from
It's
here.
only up from here.
You can only go up.
Can't
from
get
here.
any lower.
Yeah. We are smart.
Right?
We are figuring it out.
Crack the case.
You guys, you listen to a couple real smart guys.
It's fun. What's fun about this podcast is that people also will learn.
They do learn things.
They'll have a good time.
Mostly it's because they have to look up what we were talking about afterwards.
What are you guys talking about? Jesus Christ.
I need to prove these guys wrong, so I'm going to learn something.
Hey, I did get a few messages that say men wear gold rings.
There we go. I think we got one real to the roommates-in-law.
To the
I saw that.
roommates-in-law, yeah.
That was immediate. It was
Yeah.
like immediately after the episode was published.
I got a couple to my other Insta, my regular
Men
one.
wear gold rings. We got a couple. We got a couple definitions of pansexual.
Yeah,
And that was good. You
appreciated
know,
that.
We're learning.
We were kind of.
We weren't that far off
We were
by
pretty
the
close.
end of it,
We missed a couple of I guess key words, but
Yeah.
we were there
for sure.
in spirit.
Now I can't remember it again.
Now I can't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Dude, I do that a lot. You ever watch a documentary and you're like, this was amazing. Oh my
I learned
God.
so much.
And then you try to tell someone about it and you're like, I don't know.
It's so embarrassing trying to tell someone like a factual thing where you have to get it right.
Yeah, and you're like, so it's these Syrian refugees are having a tough time, and
I guess
you
you should watch.
You
it.
just gotta watch the doc.
Okay, this was one of the definitions we got sent of pan. Pan means being open to all loving, whether you're looking at gender or not looking at gender. It means understanding that romantic, emotional, and potentially sexual attraction is geared towards the energy you're receiving from individuals.
So there it is. Anything that's out there, they're ready for.
Yeah.
If it's
and
good
I
energy,
don't
they're
think
in.
that we were that far off.
I just don't think we worded it as well.
Sure. Well, we were both drowning because we were like, don't say anything super wrong.
Don't say anything bad. Don't say anything bad. I think ours was just like, hey, if you're chill, let's do it.
And
Which can also be a definition of pan.
And that's the roommates-in-law definition. And guess what? We're supportive of it. And the other definition
that's the roommates
too.
in law guarantee.
Hell yeah. You're also our hero of the week. The pan community. Oh man.
Boy, Tom.
Well, what are we gonna do here? I'm about to make my because I think we're close here. I'm about to make my world famous shrimp and chicken pasta.
I've heard a lot
That'll
about
be
this.
fun. It's the only thing I know how to make, and it's a good time.
I've heard it from you, though. Only you.
No.
Or people.
Shut the fuck up.
All right,
You've
well,
heard this from so many people.
I
dude.
can't argue with that, Tom.
Everyone says it.
I love that as an argument. No.
No.
All right.
Other people too.
I mean, you can't miss. It's chicken and shrimp. It's pasta.
Oh yeah, it's so simple.
Oh,
I'm sure it's so
boy.
easy. Why don't you make it then?
Oh,
I got all the
boy.
ingredients. Get in there and make it, Tim.
Okay, what are the ingredients to this masterpiece?
Yes, chicken and
Chicken,
shrimp.
shrimp. It's pasta. Well, what's in it? What do we got? Some going
I'm
on
not
here?
telling you the secret recipe.
Kind of a lighter sauce.
It's a light white wine cream
Yeah.
sauce.
No, it's gonna be great. I'm not trying to shit on it. I bet it's gonna be
Yeah,
delicious.
sure. No, it's chicken and shrimp. How could you go wrong? Whatever. Anyways.
How can
Take
you go
whatever.
wrong with chicken and shrimp, Tom?
I don't know. Probably if you were a bad cook.
Yeah, fair.
I am such a bad cook. I made a stir fry the other day that was so flavorless.
Just unacceptable.
I ate the whole thing and I was like, boy, imagine if I would have had to cook this for someone else. It would have been a real bummer.
I cooked to Matt Kennedy, and Matt Kennedy came over one time, and he just stopped eating it. He's like, "This
What
is."
was it? What'd you try?
I forget what it was, but he was like, "This is bad."
Yeah. Do you have a go-to meal? You make a good gumbo.
I make a fantastic gumbo.
It's chicken and shrimp.
It's chicken and sausage, dude.
It's sausage, yeah. You don't throw shrimp in there?
I don't like seafood in my gumbo.
Oh, I thought you were about to say seafood. I was like, I got bad news for you.
We've said shrimp 8 times already. I don't like seafood in my gumbo.
Why not?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't.
Well, can't hate that.
Get this shrimp out of my face.
I like it in there.
I want
but-
chicken. I want sausage.
And then
I
what
wanna
is it? Is it
shovel it in
peppers?
my mouth.
Is it?
It's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You got to get that roux going.
Yeah,
the
what's
roux is
in
the
a
hardest
roux?
part. It's literally just oil and flour, but you have to stir it for like an hour until it
Get the right consistency.
until it like kind of burns together,
Yeah.
and then it gets dark like a dark chocolate, and then that's when you dump in like your peppers, your onions, your celery, and you cover it all in that, and then you dump in all the other good stuff.
Then it's what tomato sauce?
You can a little bit of that. It's
Or
like
like puree.
some like I think it's like some tomato paste maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I say I follow a great recipe
Same. I also
that my dad has put together. So when I say I cook a great one, I follow a recipe.
But you don't screw it up.
I don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
The roux is the thing. If
Yeah.
you fuck up the roux, it's OVA.
You know, We're gonna edit that out, you guys.
It's
10%
over.
OVA, as in the way it is said in rap songs.
Try to spice up the pod, Tom.
God. You know what I realized? I think I don't know the times to cook anything. And whenever I try to just cook on a whim, like this stir fry, it was just peppers and onions. And I was like, I'm going to do a chicken sausage, peppers and onions, stir fry over rice.
You want to be the person that's like a dash of this, a little hint to this.
And I think I just cook everything till it's like way too wilted and old.
Yeah.
And then
all
it just
the
all
taste
just
is
kind of
gone.
tastes like the pan.
Well, and it's all just kind of like a clump of shit.
Yeah. And it's like all the, like I had red, green, yellow peppers and onions, and they all were almost the same color by the end of it.
And it like kind of maybe looked nice-ish.
A little bit.
A stir fry. Do you have a wok out here?
It's just a big pan.
Just a big pan. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the pan community one more time.
Hero of the week. Tom's big pan. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
that stinks when you
So I
spend a lot of
suck
time
at
cooking something and you're
yeah.
like, well, I guess I have to eat this for 3 days.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna get through this, but it's not. I'm not happy. But I even kind of fucked up the rice a little bit.
Too hard, too soft?
It was a little too like goopy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means I under or overcooked it. I don't learn either.
I think you overcooked it. If you undercooked it, it'd be hard rice.
Yeah, but it was not like super. The actual rice wasn't like chewy. It was like gooping together. I think I didn't let enough water evaporate.
So you overcooked it, right?
No, I undercooked it. I think if you overcook, then the water evaporates.
Well, then that's when you would burn it.
Yeah, it didn't get there. It was just goopy.
Just goopy?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, call in.
Call in if you know what the
I'm
hell
doing
Tom
wrong.
did.
And then how do I make the peppers not all taste like the pan and onion?
Did you toss any like salt and pea on there?
Threw a couple dashes of salt and pep. Threw some cayenne in there after I finished it because it was so flavorless. I was like, let me just burn my mouth a little bit. I just threw a bunch of cayenne on top of it.
Anything for flavor?
I mean, and the only flavorful part was the chicken sausage that I threw in there because it was a flavored chicken sausage.
You're like what people talk about when they're like, white people can't cook.
Yeah, I really put that on example the other night. This chicken and shrimp pasta, let me tell you, it's got
Fire.
some flavor.
It's got
some
a little zip to it.
Oh, it's killer. It's so good. It's going to be great.
I'm very excited. You seem excited about it.
Oh, it's my favorite thing to make.
I've gone to your apartment one time and you were eating something. I was like, what you eating? You're like, my famous chicken and shrimp pasta. It's like, oh, damn.
It's also my mom's recipe.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, and I think what's crazy, I think it's just a recipe that my mom
She
follows.
probably found it on the internet.
Yeah. And I'm like, but this is an old family recipe.
You know what my dad likes to do? This is a classic my dad move.
Keep grabbing me.
Is there's a recipe.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, oh, this is great. Where'd you get this? And he says, well, I found the recipe, but then I added my little.
I put my own twist on it.
Yeah. He always
yeah.
doctored it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
And you're like, all right, so what did you do?
You just didn't have one of the ingredients one of the times, and you subbed in something else.
So yeah, just put a couple of few more shakes of pepper in it. It's like, oh, well, that doesn't count as your recipe.
No, you just kind of you like pepper.
Yeah. You can't pull. All right, Dad.
Yeah.
It's good. We love you.
That's fun. That's probably how it all works, though.
Probably.
You know?
My dad's
That's
a
how
pretty
any
good
of them
cook.
happen. That's awesome.
He can
My
make
dad
some
can't,
good shit.
Can't really. My dad has a couple things. I think I'm gonna be the same way.
That's my mom. My mom has a few
couple
signature
things.
dishes.
Okay, hell yeah, your parents reversing the gender roles. I love
And then my
that.
dad's the guy my mom doesn't want to do that shit.
That's great.
My mom's
Fuck yeah, Patty.
Pat.
Let's
Pat
go,
ain't
Pat.
doing it.
Yeah.
She's Dano's in
But
there.
does she go
chopping
by
everything
Pat or
up.
Patty?
Pat.
Isn't her Instagram Patty?
Patty cakes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well, that's what.
Can I call her Patty Cakes?
Sure. That's what.
Did she listen to the pod, right?
Probably. No, she doesn't know how to get to it.
Oh, okay. Well, Pat, if you ever get here, I love
Patty
you.
cakes is what the grandkids call her.
Oh, that rips. It's not a grandma?
No, it's patty cakes.
That's so fun.
Isn't that fun?
Because that is a big decision you have to make as a grandparent.
It's huge. You can't go grandma, grandpa.
All right, don't come at my parents like that.
Well, I had a grandma, grandpa. My dads were grandma, grandpa.
Same. And then I had Nanny and Pop on
Yeah,
the
I
other.
had Big Mama and Papa.
Okay, yeah. Big Mama is also really fun.
Oh, she was.
That's so Southern.
And she was it was the classic when you see a comedian's name and it's like Big Little, like too skinny is a perfect example.
Yeah, all right.
And you're like, well, I know.
So was she a tiny person?
The smallest.
Yeah, but she's Big Mama.
Big personality is
Yeah.
what people say, Tom.
Boy, that's fun.
She was really something.
Patty Cakes as a grandma name. My parents, I think they picked Gigi and my dad's grandpa.
So Gigi, where's that spawn from?
I think that's an East Coast thing.
Gigi?
Yeah. Because my East Coast cousins, I think, also use that.
So who chose that? Did she choose that, or did
It was like a discussion between
Okay.
my sister and my mom.
what they're comfy with?
Yeah, they're like, what should we do? What do you... Well, it was like my sister and my brother-in-law asking them, like... Because they were the first one to have a grandkid. They were like, what do you guys want to be called?
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, threw some joke ones out there. My mom was like drunk one night and was like, what about like Angel Face?
That's fun.
Yeah.
She just really draws a hard line with Angel
Yeah,
Face.
she's like, no, it's Angel Face.
No, that's what she'll call me.
Angie for short.
That is a big decision. I want to do that with like mom and dad.
Yeah, don't call me.
I want to be called
Cat.
something way cooler than dad.
What do you want to be called?
I don't know. Angel Face.
What about Big Dog?
Big dog.
That would be really fun. Like a little kid saying that. As soon as it got to teenager, it would seem too sarcastic.
Yeah, it's my mom and Big Dog.
Well, my Big Dog was telling me that I had to do my homework before I could come play. So
Like your Big Dog. They think it's like your mom's boyfriend.
yeah,
You're like, no, that's definitely my child.
I know. Yeah,
Dad's just
we have a very
lame as
stable
hell.
relationship, good family life. Actually, I just made a mistake.
They have to say it like Big Dog.
Yeah, Big Dog.
Oh.
Don't you dare hug me. You bark at me when you see me.
We fist pound and we bark. This is how we relay love to each other. Incredible.
Oh,
How are we
man.
looking on time
I
here,
think
Tom?
we're probably good to wrap here, folks. Tune back in.
Where what
Next
you
week.
got?
Hey,
what
you made a
got
good
coming
point. I got nothing coming up.
Oh, right, you're in the woods.
Oh no, I guess when this comes out, this next week, I will be in Washington D.C. If you're in the D.C. area, I'll be there Sunday through Thursday doing shows all over the place.
There we go.
And then Philadelphia opening for Becky Robinson at Philly Helium Thursday the 21st. If you want to come out, I think we actually have some people in Philly.
Hell yes.
Come on out.
Come on out.
Philly Helium. 'Cause
Support
that
the
weekend
kid.
I'm hosting then for Moshe Kasher. How do you say his name?
Moshe.
Moshe Kasher. So I'm in Philly and DC. Come on out.
Hell yes.
Where you at?
I'm at the Comedy Vault in
Batavia.
Batavia, Illinois this weekend, opening for John Marco Sorsky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great.
Very funny guy.
Yeah. Batavia seems so medieval.
It does. It sounds
It
like a
seems
place
like
where it
Lord
has
of
like
the
a
Rings.
moat. Yeah.
Yes, and it's called the Comedy Vault.
Yeah.
It's
It's all
I'm like-
very kind of.
Are there knights there?
Yeah, it feels. I don't know what they're doing in Batavia.
Yeah, it seems really far away from Chicago, but it's not. It's just like a
just
suburb.
like an hour out.
Yeah.
And it's a suburb. It's like 4 hours outside of Chicago in Michigan. Just a suburb.
It's
dude.
right down the street from here.
And then the next week, headlining the Comedy Bar in Chicago,
River North, Chicago.
River North. That's
You
I
got
think
comps? You got
that's-
free ticks? No.
Who knows?
Okay. I was going to offer them for you, and then I was like, I don't know.
You never really know. Just I don't know. Buy a ticket, you cheap fuck.
Buy a ticket. Comedy Bar. Who you got featuring and hosting?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to
Finagle something?
trying to
Well,
get
we'll
a-
announce it next week.
get a couple of pals on there, but you know.
Is it your last weekend in Chicago?
Yeah.
I also did Comedy Bar last weekend. I wasn't headlining. I was hosting.
Still?
So I had a little bit of a sadder exit.
I think
that's
it'll be a
fun.
good time.
Good. It
So
will
come
be
on
fun.
out, get a ticket, come see the kids.
Go see him. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates.